Hello, this is Coach Chris, and I appreciate you joining the Matadors for our 5v5 soccer tournament. We're going to have one practice, and that will be on November 13th. For everybody that can make it, I think it will be helpful for the team in order to have a game plan to attack the tournament with a good chance to win. Before we kick into what we're going to be practicing, formations, and some key tips, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the Matadors and what we stand for. In order to do that, I'm going to go ahead and share one of my screens so we can look at that. The Matadors believe in the idea of servant leadership and that if you put others first, especially your teammates and your other stakeholders, that as a result, you will create a winning scenario both in life and on the soccer field. Some of the tenets that we talk to kids about on a regular basis are that the team comes before self. Ask what you can do for your team, not what your team can do for you. And if everybody serves their team well, everybody will have fun, everybody will score plenty of goals, and everybody will win. The opposite of this is selfish play, or only being concerned with your stats or your goals or how you did. There's plenty of goals to go around, so we try to focus on an abundance mindset. The more we give, the more we'll receive. We believe in developing trusted relationships with every stakeholder. On the soccer field, that includes your other players, the referee, and your parents who are excited to watch you. An example of developing trusted relationship means that you're going to be able to rely on your teammates to be at the right place at the right time and understanding their positions so that when you're ready to send a pass and you look up, you know that your midfield will be out wide with their hips open, ready to receive the ball. We also believe in going out of our way to help other people, both on the field and off the field, helping coaches gather things after practices are done, helping your parents by making sure that you're ready to get to the soccer field on time with all of your supplies, and on and on. Playing with heart and with courage makes sports more fun. And the passion that I've seen in each of you is a big reason why you've been invited to play this 5v5 tournament with the Matadors. When you come to the field, I want you to expect to win and to put your heart and your courage on the line. And that, in conjunction with trusting your teammates, is going to create a lot of fun during our 5v5 tournaments. If for some reason we're struggling against a really great team, I want our team to be able to pick each other up when we're down. Everybody on the team can have a captain attitude. And that means we're saying things like, hey, it's still 0-0. Let's continue to play our game. Or, hey, don't sweat that goalkeeper. That's on us. We're going to keep kicking butt and we're going to get it back. Also, as part of that, taking ownership and not placing blame on others when we're on the field. We can only control what we do. We can't control the other team. We can't control the bad refs' calls. We can't control what our goalie does. Every single minute that you're on the court or field, my expectation of the Matadors is that they take ownership for themselves and they apply that towards what they can control, which is their level of play and making sure they give 100% all the time, not just when they have the soccer ball. Seeking feedback and open dialogue with our stakeholders, including referees, parents, and coaches, is a great idea. If we have a teammate who creates FUD, we want to get rid of that instantly. FUD is fear, uncertainty, or doubt. If you show up and you're warming up and the other team is practicing and you see them and they look awesome, creating FUD might sound like, oh man, they look really good. I don't think we're going to be able to beat these guys. Confidence is key, both on the field and life. I believe in you, you should believe in you, and your parents definitely believe in you. We're going to have maximum fun during this tournament, and I want everybody to be enthusiastic. When they show up, I want them to be enthusiastic about playing with each other and dap each other up or whatever it is that the kids call it nowadays. Being honest, punctual, and prepared is already something that you do. And the next thing, put your best effort forward at everything that you do on the field and off the field. Work hard and you will achieve. Now that we've got those things out of the way, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about formation and take you through some animations in order to do that. We're going to be running a diamond to start, which is pretty common in futsal. But because we're 5v5, We're going to run a diamond. We also need to be able to run a 2-2. I've switched formations at the half if we're struggling. So if we're struggling in the diamond against the team who's playing a diamond, we may switch to a 2-2 to catch them by surprise. We will talk about and show both of those formations during our practice. The team who focuses on playing defense first and possesses the soccer ball by passing is going to win the tournament. Teams who are selfish with players who continue to take 1v1s versus good defenders are going to turn over the ball and lose possession, and they will also lose games. As a result of that, midfielders' focus first needs to be on defense. When we have possession, then we can get open and create high quality shot opportunities by cycling the ball around. Midfielders have to have a defense minded focus first. Common mistakes that we're going to address during our practice include not keeping our hips open. Keeping our hips open creates an opportunity for us to use both our left foot and our right foot to pass either up the field or to pass backwards to the goalie. That's going to be a key tenet in futsal as well. Another one common mistake is taking poor shots, long shots, or angled shots. Shots that are very far outside from the center of the field are very unlikely to score, especially if they have a decent goalkeeper. Shots from past the half are very unlikely to score. The goalkeeper has tons of time to react. We need to create high quality shot opportunities, and during our practice, we're going to talk about how we can find tap in goals, which means cycling the ball around the field by coordinating off ball movement together. I'm going to take you through some animations at a slow speed now. We're going to talk about that. Here we see our formation. This is the diamond, and when the goalie has the soccer ball, we're going to be in this diamond. The midfielders are out wide with their hips open. The three position, the defender here is going to be slightly offset to create an opportunity to pass up to the striker. Okay. The striker is open. It needs to move towards the ball, not away from the ball on ball movement. The goalie passes to the mid here. The striker cuts off the two and gets themselves open. The defender shades to one side in case the four grabs the ball here from the other team. And the two receives. When the two receives the ball, okay, this is not what should be up there as a graphic right now, but when the two receives the ball, they're pretty heads up. They pass to the five. Look at this. The four has awesome off ball movement and has gotten themselves open as well, which creates this high quality scoring opportunity. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the formation. Goalie has the ball again. The goalie sends the ball to the two, but the two gets jammed up here. Okay. And this two is very likely to be Luke, and David will definitely play this two position. So the two gets the ball, and the two looks up and sees the four right in front of him and thinks, hey, I don't want to take a 1v1 versus this four. That's a pretty selfish play, and I'm going to turn the ball over. I can pass back to the goalie. The two passes back to the goalie, and the five still stays offset. Look at this. The striker's open because their two moved over on that original pass. The goalie sends the ball up to the striker. The three on the wide side has good off-ball movement, okay, and creates a scoring opportunity that way. We need to be capable of passing back to the goalie as we build out of the back to create open field on some of the other sides. Next, we're going to go through an example where the goalie starts with the ball. The goalie sends it out to the two, and the two sees some open space, so the two takes it down the line. But the four pinches. Now, the two realizes, wait a second, I've got a problem. The four is in front of me, and they're playing good defense. I don't want to play selfish soccer and turn over the soccer ball again. I want to keep possession. But look at my five is open. We also need to be able to pass back to our defender. The defender needs to have good off-ball movement in order for that to happen. The defender being open creates that opportunity to pass up to the striker, and the striker, the four here, cycles over and gets open to that space, receives the ball. The striker receives the ball, and the five pinches. The striker could shoot, but the goalie's in pretty good position here. But the three realizes that they can get a tap in goal by moving towards the outside and getting themselves open for a through ball. And the striker realizes that that's a better scoring opportunity. So the striker sends the ball over for an easy tap in goal because the goalie moves out of the way. Cycling the ball unselfishly is what wins teams games. Possession is the name of the game. How many goals can the other team score if the other team never has possession of the soccer ball? Now we're going to talk about defense. They get back in their 2-2 and they're building out of the back. Well, let me go back 2 slides here. Okay, their goalie saves the ball, and we're going to go back into animation, and now they're building out of the back. We have to play defense. Every single player has to mark a body, period. I don't want you randomly running backwards towards your goal because you think you're running backwards to play defense. Find a body, be accountable for that body, and I want to hear people saying, I have this guy, or even better would be a number. You don't have them correctly defended unless you're on the goal side of them. That means your body is between them and the goal. Okay. We use a term called no shots, no turns. Your job as a defender is just to make sure they have no shots and no turns. Okay. I don't care if you force them to pass. That's fine. Force them to try and pass. They will make a mistake. Okay. But don't let them get a shot and don't let them turn around you. I don't care if they use tons of footwork and they use all this fancy footwork in front of them. Do it, let them do that, but stay in front of them in that scenario. Next thing, no spins, no dives, no jabs. You need to stay in front of the soccer ball. If you freak out because you think they might shoot and you jump in the air and spin, you've just given them a free lane down the field to take a direct shot on the goalie without someone in front of it. You can't play soccer from the ground. That's a rule. I don't want you on the ground. Okay. I don't care about penalties. We do not win by penalty kicks. I need you to stay on your feet 100% of the game so that you can be effective. Your feet are your weapons. If you're on the ground, you're handing over your weapons to the other team and saying, I don't want to use these. I'm hanging out on the ground. And the next thing is no stabs or jabs. When they're using footwork and you stick a foot in there, you're committing your body to that play, and then when they get around you, you're behind them and you do not catch up. No shots, no turns. You need to stay in front of the ball. That marking up applies on kick-ins and corners as well. So as a question, how many goals is the other team going to score if every single time they try to take a shot, you're in front of the ball and you don't spin? The answer is 0. Okay. Do not let them shoot. No shots, no turns, stay in front of the ball. These are the core tenets and the formations that we're going to go over during our practice. We're going to work on off-ball movement. We're going to have 5v5 scrimmage during that, and we're going to talk to you about off-ball movement. And I'm especially going to talk to the players about not taking 1v1s in which you will turn over the ball 75% of the time, roughly, taking 1v1s. We need to be a passing team. I'm excited to have you all. Every one of you is an extremely talented player. I think we have a great chance to win this tournament and have a super fun time. And we'll even have some cool surprises and fun things to do in store for that day. So again, welcome to the Matadors. Thanks for joining. I have each of your jerseys available, and I'll make sure to get those to you before the game. If you can have maroon socks, that'd be great. I think you can order them on Amazon for like $5. Or black socks. So either maroon socks, black socks. If you have gold socks, that's fine too. Our colors are black, maroon, and gold. Thanks so much.